All right, core strengthening. So your core is everything from your neck to just below your hips here. A lot of people think your core is just right here, but it's pretty much the middle part of your body right here. And your core, for sure, is weak if you haven't gone through a specialized protocol to strengthen it and get better control of your pelvis and all that stuff. I've seen very strong athletes come in here and they think they're in shape. They claim they can do a plank for 2 minutes or whatnot, and I do this testing on them first, and they have such poor control of their pelvis, and they wonder why they get abdominal strains and sports hernias. It just so core strengthening. There's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. You first need to engage the deep portions of your core. One of those muscles of which is called your transversus abdominis. It's kind of like the weight belt of your body. It runs all the way around here like this. Okay, it's pretty broad. It's the deepest of your core muscles on the front. Then you have your obliques, your external obliques, your internal obliques, your rectus abdominis. They all kind of create this pattern that gives you good strength to kind of block things from entering your body. Okay, it's a weave specifically made that way, but specifically regarding your transversus abdominis. Okay, if we look at our spine, and this is a good example of your spine. So this is the front of your body, and this is the back side of your body. See how we have this nice curve here, this nice little sway in our back. It's often called the small of your back. Just that little curve here. If I accentuate it, it's like that. So we want to maintain this curve when we're doing core strengthening activities. One thing that I see a lot of strength coaches prescribe wrong, a lot of yoga instructors try to prescribe wrong. When you, and this may be true of you too, if you've ever gone somewhere and they told you to tighten up your core, what's the one thing that they usually tell you to do? They tell you to flatten your back out towards the spine, right? They tell you to pretty much take that curve out of there and flatten the back out so you're flat on the ground like that. And that's what we don't want, okay? If we come out of this extended posture here and we flatten out our spine, we're actually flexing our spine, okay? And we already spend so much time in flexion anyway. Like my back is probably flexed right now as I'm sitting down. Poor posture, okay? We're crunching down on the front parts of the disc in your spine. In a car, public transportation, in school, at work, working on your computer, we're pretty much in this rounded out, flexed position at your back, which is pretty similar to that straight back, that flatten your back thing that you've may have learned. Okay, so this is not what we want to do. We want to stay out of that position. We're already in that position too much a day as is, so we want to get out of that. We want to maintain this extended portion. So when you contract your lower abdominals to turn on your transversus abdominis, you need to maintain this extended curve, this arch here. You need to maintain that, and that's one thing that I see taught incorrectly all the time. We don't want to flatten out our back. We want to maintain that arch. So ultimately, when it comes to core strengthening, is we want our core to be as strong as possible, as stable as possible, to keep the stresses off of there. And we want our arms and legs to be able to move freely around it, to take stress off of our spine. If our muscles are tight in our arms or legs, they're going to torque our spine out of alignment and place more stress on our back to create all kinds of other issues. So that's just a little bit about core strengthening. If you're interested in learning really how to strengthen up your core, contact us. We'll show you a progression you can do that'll help everything. Your core is like the transfer station of your body. It transfers force from your lower body to your upper body. If you don't have good core strength, which you might not, you're lacking. It's going to hinder your performance.